Hello everyone, welcome to Salva College News. My name is Salcedo and today I'm going to be talking about the elections. Okay, first I'm going to start with the polls in California. California is usually Democrat, and as expected, California has Biden winning on the polls. According to CNN, Biden has 60% in the polls and Trump has 35%. Okay, now we're going to move to some of the key states here in the United States. One of the key states will be Arizona. Arizona is a big state, right? And it looks like a state that is usually Republican, like Arizona, has Biden now winning on the polls. According to CNN, Biden has 50% and Trump has 46%. If Biden wins Arizona, to me this will be like a historic moment for the Democratic Party. Arizona is literally usually Republican, so it will definitely be like unexpected to see it, the Democratic Party win in there for the presidential elections. It will be unexpected to see Biden win in Arizona, but of course anything can happen, and at the same time it would be expected if Biden wins in Arizona because the polls are saying Biden's winning. But now let's move to Iowa, where we see a different story here in this swing state. Trump is winning with 48%, which has Democrats worried. Biden has 41% there, and this according to CNN. Okay, so now we're gonna move to a gleeful state that usually picks a winner in every election and has been choosing the candidate that wins the presidential elections in every election after John Kennedy won in the 1960s. This state that usually picks the president is Ohio. For some reason, Ohio has been picking the presidential winner in every election after John F. Kennedy won in the 1960s. And because I was really curious, I think this is probably the state that is the most important to look at if you want to know who is going to win. And the winner in Ohio, according to most of the polls I have checked, is Joe Biden. Actually, in every poll, I've been doing my research, and in every poll I have checked, I haven't seen any poll saying that Trump is winning Ohio. Is this become the reality in the election day, in election night? Biden ends up winning Ohio. He's probably gonna become the presidential winner because for some reason Ohio always picks a winner. And because I was really curious, I did all this research, but I found one poll that has a tie for them, and this poll is a CNN poll that says that both of them have a 46% tie in Ohio. Okay, so in most of the polls I have checked about Ohio, like I was saying, I see Biden as the winner, but however, Biden in Ohio, in the polls that he's winning, he's just winning by a little bit. So for me, after doing some research, I think there is still no clear winner in Ohio. I think we're going to have to wait till election day, election night to see who really is going to win Ohio, who will become the president. But if the polls are right, Biden wins, then probably he will become the president It's like I was saying, like the person that Ohio picks usually becomes president. Now let's move to another important state. I'm talking about the key state, swing state of Florida. The Disney World state has Donald Trump winning, probably because they like Donald Duck so much, and they wanted someone named Donald to be their president. Okay, so Trump is winning with 50%. Biden is losing with 48% in the state of Florida. I think Trump is winning by a little bit, and there is still no clear winner in Florida. I think what's going on in Florida is basically a tie on the polls, and I think we will have to wait till election day, election night, to actually see a clear winner, because at the moment, I think it's very hard to say Trump is actually winning Florida or Biden is actually losing in Florida. The polls show Trump as a winner, and there are a lot of chances Trump will win, but I wouldn't be surprised if I see Biden winning the state of Florida. I think there are a lot of Democrats in Florida speaking in favor of Biden, and I think he has as much chances to win Florida as Trump does at the moment. And now let's move from this very important state to another very important state. I'm talking about Pennsylvania, the Liberty Bell state. I think in Pennsylvania, Biden has a lot of chances of winning, more than Trump, after seeing all these horrible killings of African Americans that have been happening in the United States. A lot of people have been speaking up in favor of Black Lives Matter in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, that are like Pennsylvania's biggest cities. And there is a big African American community in Philadelphia, that is the state's biggest city. And I think Biden have definitely a lot of chances of winning Pennsylvania. Of course, there is the majority of people in Pennsylvania are white people, but a lot of these people support their African American neighbors. And like I said, its biggest city, Philadelphia, has a big African American community. I believe many will vote for Biden in Pennsylvania because they're tired of seeing the racism happening in this country, the police brutality happening in this country against African Americans. They are tired of it. They have been speaking up, and Biden has definitely a lot of chances of winning Pennsylvania. And after doing some research, I saw that according to the Washington Post, Biden is winning with 51% in the polls in Pennsylvania, and Trump is losing with 44%. So after seeing that, to me, Biden is definitely going to be the winner in Pennsylvania. Okay, so after checking a lot of polls for this election, the independent candidates, the libertarian candidates, don't have a lot of chances of winning this election. A lot of people already guessed that, and now we're going to talk about Biden and Trump, the biggest candidates. The Republican and the Democratic Party have been the strongest party here in the United States for many years. And in this election season, after checking a lot of polls, it looks like Biden is actually going to be the winner, and Trump looks like he's going to lose the election. And however, my Biden supporters, don't keep your hopes up. I mean, I hope the one I want to win, and I guess you guys might be guessing who I want to win. I think the one I want to win is going to be the winner. But in the last elections, when we saw Hillary Clinton competing against Trump, a lot of us thought Hillary was going to be the winner. And then Trump ended up being the winner. And I think one of the reasons might have been that maybe many people that said they were going to go vote end up not going to vote. Maybe some people, some of the younger generations were disappointed because a lot of people in my generation and younger, wanted Bernie Sanders to be the Democratic winner at that time. And they were disappointed when Hillary ended up being the winner. So I think that affected too. But also I think that polls saying Hillary is already the winner, I think that also affected because people that wanted to see Hillary as a winner end up not going to vote. And also another thing that might have affected is some people that didn't want to see a woman in a position of power. Of course, there's a lot of sexism. So maybe they also didn't went and vote for Hillary because they wanted to see a man in power, and if they went to vote, then they voted for Trump or for an independent or for a libertarian because they didn't want to see a female as the president of the United States. So what's going to happen now? There are people that don't support Black Lives Matter, that feel really strong about not supporting Black Lives Matter. There are people that are pro-life. These people are definitely not going to vote for Biden, and most chances are that they're going to vote for Trump than they voting for an independent candidate because people usually vote Democrat or Republican. So I feel like Trump still has a lot of chances of winning the election, even if polls show Joe Biden as the winner. But also, there are a lot of people that are upset about racism in the country. There are a lot of people that are speaking up in favor of the Black Lives Matter movement and against the police killings going on in the country. And even people that wanted Bernie Sanders to be the candidate of the Democratic Party are seeing now this candidate, Bernie Sanders, support Biden. So even them, I think they're going to go vote for Biden this time around, especially after seeing what Trump has been doing for the country. And they haven't been very happy about the things that Trump has been doing in this country. People that feel strong about immigration, about the Hispanic community, the Latino community, there are a lot of chances that these people that want to see the Latinx community in a better position and are upset about Trump insulting Mexicans and all that, I think they are going to vote for Biden as well. Of course, a lot of people are upset that Obama didn't do as much as he promised for the immigrant community. They are upset. But Trump has been worse, and I think there are more chances that Biden is going to listen to what people are asking for immigration. Like people want immigrants to be respected. Now people are being more open-minded about immigration, all that. I think Biden has more chances of listening to these people, and at least he's making some promises than Trump. I don't think he will listen, and I think people know this. So people that are in favor of immigrants, there are a lot of chances that they will vote for Joe Biden. But there is also a strong pro-life community in this country. There are a strong conservative community in this country that I feel like they are gonna vote for Donald Trump. So I wouldn't say like, hey, the polls say Joe Biden is gonna win, so he's gonna be the winner. I really can't guess who is gonna be the winner on election night. I can tell you guys the polls are saying Biden is gonna be the winner in many states. And after checking most polls, it looks like if the polls are right, Biden is definitely the winner. But we have to wait till election night, till election day, maybe 3 days later, who knows. when are we going to know the results? We have to wait till all the votes are counted, and after the votes are counted, it's the only way we're going to know who is the winner, at least the way I see it. But I want to inform you guys that according to most polls, Biden is winning in most states, and if the polls are right, if you want to go with the polls and not with what I was saying, Biden is the winner, apparently. See you guys next time with the results, the official results. Okay, so I'm back with some good news. I will say good news for the Democrats, but I think this is a good day for America because democracy wins. Trump has said this is a fraud to stop the count. Well, I say keep counting. This is America, and the White House is not his house. It's the house of the American people. And the American people have elected Joe Biden. You guys know this is a first world country, well, not a third world country. I believe the elections here are safe. That there was not a fraud, as the President Trump said. And according to the Associated Press, Joe Biden is the projected winner, and here, as you can see, he's winning on the electoral college votes. Joe Biden have 279, so that's more than the 270 he needed, and President Donald Trump has 214. So the American people have elected Joe Biden as their new president, as our new president, and I'm happy democracy wins and that we have a new president here in the United States. He's expected to become officially the president on January 20, 2021, and on his victory speech he said, "It's time for America to heal." And also he mentioned that he will not be the president of the Republicans or the Democrats, but that he will be the president of the United States. He will be a president for the people that voted for him and the people that didn't vote for him. I saw his victory event, and it was a beautiful event. Kamala Harris also has something to say at the event. The event was full of fireworks, people celebrating. It was just beautiful, and it feels like America will finally have a good president after 4 years of Donald Trump. And I'm just happy to say, not as a Democrat, not as a Republican, not as an independent, but as someone that lives here, I'm happy to see a new president. I'm happy to see democracy wins, and I believe that Joe Biden will be a good president for America. And I will respect Trump more if he recognizes that Joe Biden is the winner. Because we live in a first world country, and I don't believe that this election, there is fraud in this election. We are not in a third world country, we're in a first world country, and this is not a dictatorship. Trump cannot say, I don't want to leave the White House, because this is not Donald Trump. The White House is not Donald Trump's house. It's the house of the American people. And the American people have elected Joe Biden. So yeah, he can be there for now because he's the president right now. But in January 20, he has to give the White House to Joe Biden. And again, democracy wins. God bless America. Thank you for watching the news today.